cleaned up my desktop, by the way. I got my to-do done. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. As always, drop your tickers and questions in chat. I know a lot of you, well, I don't know. Maybe you care, maybe you don't. I do want to read, so a couple things from yesterday. Yesterday was, kind of slower tickers-wise. Kind of same today, okay, full disclosure. But one thing that was nice about yesterday is we did spend a little more time. I got a way more, I don't know what, video lesson-y, okay? So if you weren't here yesterday, check it out. I think it was, again, I go really fast here. It's what I do here is much different than what I do with the Steady Trade team, that mentorship program I tell you guys about all the time. But yesterday, on pre-market prep, I'm saying, I had a little more time. I think I was here I also went like 20 minutes. I went over on time. But I think you will enjoy it if you weren't here yesterday. Check it out. Next thing from yesterday, and see, this is where people always get mad at me, OMER. So even if you were here yesterday, I want to make a point, 8:43 a.m., it's nice, I timestamp. So go to yesterday's video. You can see my clock on the video. Or I always start on time, so you don't even need the clock. You could just go 13 minutes in because you know I'm always on time. So go 13 minutes in and got kind of in-depth on OMER and why I did not like it at all early in the day, okay? And you can see the text here. I was going to read it, but if you were here yesterday, you remember it. A lot of bag, gap to fill. Anyway, broke it all down. And as always, I always try and avoid the, nobody wants to hear the I told you so stuff. But, this thing dropped at the open, zero signs of life the entire day. Gapping down again today. So the point I'm trying to make is, if you're wondering what delineates a day or a ticker, because remember yesterday we had two factors. It was just a slow day, and on top of a slow day, OMER, shitty setup. Whoops. Bleep. So in those factors, or in that situation, it's always that time where we scale back and we wait for that midday, late day move. And if you did that, you didn't get suckered in on OMER, you didn't get bagged, you didn't make a trade, you saved a day trade, you didn't take a loser. So anyway, let's move on. But please, if you weren't here yesterday, please check out pre-market prep from December 2nd. It's there. And if you were here and maybe some of this stuff goes over your head, definitely jump back and go 13 minutes in and rewatch the kind of the thought process and the breakdown on OMER. All right. Number one for me, Brian, well done. Brian coming in strong. LGVN. I hate to say, I would never say it's kind of LGVN and a bunch of other stuff. But it kind of, right now, obviously a lot can change in 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. But right now, 8:34 a.m., it's kind of LGVN and a bunch of other crap. So My focus, you can trade dip and rips over 25. You should be familiar with this stock, okay? Please rewatch PMP from 12/2/2022 if you are new or are confused on breakdowns on stuff like OMER. All right. LGVN, it's kind of this and a bunch of other crap. Dip and rips over 25. Remember, this is the one. Remember, LGVN changed everything. Okay? Again, all of you should know. I mean, remember, biotechs were dead for like 2 months. LGVN changed the world. I shook up the world! I shook up the world, says LGVN. So, and it just keeps holding. They had some news last night. So, dip and rips over 25 or VWAP holds with risk probably down in that 2250 area. VWAP hugging entries valid. And then let me peek at Oracle. Oracle seed. So Oracle's basically So 2290, which would be a VWAP hugging. So Oracle, the algo is basically, in my opinion, the algo is thinking VWAP hugging as well. 2290, which is, VWAP's 2312 currently, but it's you're talking 20 cents on a $23 stock. So Oracle confirms the VWAP entry. All right. Now I will move on to your questions. But it's kind of just LGVN and a bunch of other crap. All right. So Jorge asked about ARDX. And now again, that can change on a dime, but it is what it is. 100 million float. Break of last night's highs, risk on VWAP, not my fave because it's higher VWAP. So ARDX, ebook pattern. It is Friday. It is Friday at least. So this could get squeezy. Not my fave. Higher float and nowhere near float rotation yet. Michael Sebastini, OWUV. What is OWUV? That does not ring a bell. Oh, true penny stock. So I know a lot of you guys know, not really my style. Now, geez. Okay. So this is where we're going to talk. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that glorious OTC breakout. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Look at that volume. Look at that gapper close last night, pinning the high of the day. Oh, this is glorious. Now, not my style, but listen, if you're an OTC trader or you're an aspiring OTC trader, beautiful. And it's a metaverse play. Oh, man. So I'm going to finish on this. Okay. Again, I want to be clear. I'm a liquid NASDAQ guy. I like to be able to get in and out, not deal with stuff that doesn't trade in after hours, doesn't trade in pre. When they collapse, you get trapped. It's just, I'm not an OTC guy. But, if you are an aspiring OTC trader, please look for stuff like OWUV. Now, this wasn't on my radar, okay? You got a metaverse play, which is hot sector. degenerate OTC traders love stories. Okay, they love stories, crypto, NFTs, metaverse. You had a beautiful breakout on Wednesday. Look at that breakout 2 days ago. And then you had continuation yesterday morning. And this is exactly what that close yesterday is glorious. So I hope this gaps. I hope it goes. I hope it closes at the high of the day this afternoon. And I hope it gaps again on Monday. And I hope all you OTC guys clean up. Clean up. Congrats. And hopefully this does something wacky, like goes to $1. Because, remember, and this might be the last tip, okay? Remember, OTCs come and go. And you get something like OWUV, a metaverse play that goes to $1 or does something wacky, it'll wake up OTCs because they run in packs. So, Michael, I hope you crush it. All you OTC guys and gals, I hope this goes to $1. Looks like it wants to. So, all right. A bunch of you asking about ARDX. I already went over it. So, okay. So, thanks, Alex. Yeah, again, not my fave. I think if you're looking to, trade last night's highs, trade the 2 breaks, but kind of feels like Omer today, I don't know. So, all right. For me, it's kind of like I got 2 plans today. Ideally, LGVN does something in the 9:45 window, or I'm patient, run my scans all day, and I wait for a Friday squeezer. But don't blame me. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just a guy trying to help you out. I love you. I want I want all 8 billion people on the planet to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. But is there like an amazing morning momentum day trade out there today? If there is, I ain't seeing it yet. So there you go. Don't get mad at me. I only read the room. I give you my honest take. I give you my 15 years experience, but I don't determine the overall mood of the markets. And we've seen this all week. Once all those biotechs started dropping offerings, it was a wet blanket, and we've seen that all week. Doesn't mean there's no trades, just you got to be more selective. All right, my friends. Again, last time I'll bug you, but check out yesterday's pre-market prep. I think it's when you're trying to, when I say be selective and have a process, I think that was a good 15-minute lesson. Check out the Steady Trade team and be selective today. It'll change. Remember, it'll change. All we need is, listen, I think the next hot sector is going to be metaverse stuff. We just need a wild metaverse runner. And then next week I'm going to come back and I'm going to be screaming like a lunatic. And I'm going to be like, I can't get to all your tickers. There's too much going on. Blah, 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 blah. And I'll blow your speakers out again. Today's not a speaker blowing out day. All right. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you next time.